YouTube, what up, bro? What up? So quick, just wanted to like run on here, kind of just talk about what like inspired me to like get into trucking, like what motivated me. Um, and like to be honest, I always like searching for jobs and stuff, like always kind of like looked on Craigslist instead of the traditional type of methods to find jobs, because like Craigslist right at that time when I was like searching for them had like really good job opportunities, and just always saw like trucking jobs, like crazy numbers, $5,000 sign-on bonus, $10,000 sign-on bonus, 100K a year. So when I saw that, like I was kind of intrigued, but not enough to get started. And just kind of just like always had it in the like back of my mind. But like to be honest, a lot of people around you who don't know about trucking, when you bring up trucking, they instantly think like, all right, he's gonna be gone for months right at a time. Um, it's dangerous driving in the snow, accidents, blah blah blah. So I kind of had people in like my corner, like telling me like nah, trucking ain't what like you want to do, like this and that. And just man, eventually, till I was kind of just tired of the situation that I was in, working in the school district, for practically pennies for real. Like it wasn't paying anything. It wasn't helping me. Wasn't doing nothing. Um, getting me to things like right in life that I wanted, like owning a home, things like that. So that was when like 2018 came around, and I had started started to um started to kind of start like looking into like school and diesel driving school right in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, right up here. And when I started doing that, I kind of started like learning more about like pricing, went and got my permit from the DMV, and I had went on a ride along with like my homie who was in trucking already, and we had drove. He had like picked me up. We had drove to like New Jersey. He was hauling flatbed stuff, so just kind of like seeing like how I liked it, whatever. So like did that. Um, came back, started school. Um, I was doing Saturday, Sunday though. So my school was like all day Saturday, so 12 hours Saturday, 12 hours Sunday. Started at 6 a.m., got done at 6 a.m., and it lasted for about 5 weeks. And I had finished like that up and took like my test. And when I took my test, the tests are like sectioned out right into three portions. So it's like the pre-trip part, the backing part, then driving part. And if you don't pass the in like that order, you don't pass. So like what I did was pass the pre-trip part, but then I failed the I had failed the backing part. Just didn't have it yet. So failed, was gonna go back that next month, so right in like May or June. And I ended up playing basketball in this semi-pro like league or whatever, and like ruptured my patella tendon. So my leg was kneecap flew into my thigh and everything else, and needed like surgery right away. It's worse like than a like ACL injury. So was just kind of like in a tough spot dealing with that because it set me back like a year. But um but I'm kind of glad like that it happened when it did, because I was still working for the school district, and school district don't pay shit, but they got like great insurance. So like basically I was able to get my like surgery covered, um rehab, all of that stuff finished like that up. Then like December of 2018, I had finished or went back, took PTO from the school that week before winter break, and then I went back to diesel driving school for 4 or 5 days straight. Then I took like that test that Saturday, and took like that test like with like 7 other people, and I happened to be the only one that had passed that day. So that's kind of where it started at. And then we had did that, and luckily that was 1 month before my daughter, she was born. So I guess like that was probably my biggest motivation, clearly, like realizing that it's 750 every 2 weeks wasn't enough like for me. How would that be enough like for a family? So I had went back and got like my CDL, did that, and stayed at the school until spring break. My daughter was about 2 months old, and then I had left for Joliet, started working for Warner, the Dollar General account. That was paying like $17.50 every week. So literally $1,000 more every week working like that account. It was hard as fuck, but we had like got it done. But like what's crazy about like trucking, like I remember, so when I first started, like clearly they give you a trainer for like 4 weeks, and that's what I had. So I had the first dude who was my trainer, black dude. Literally, when I like got into dude truck, this was the dirtiest truck I've ever been in. Like just food everywhere, trashed. Like truck was fucking so disgusting. It was nasty as fuck. And I remember getting in there like realizing like, damn, I'm gonna be like with this dude for like 3 weeks. Dude was dirty as hell. He ain't like no type of hygiene. Had unlimited showers at Love's, and he never used it. So I used them all every day. But dude just wouldn't shower. Truck dirty, and right on top of that, wouldn't like let me drive. Would not let me drive. So he would just drive his shift, then turn on my clock, and then drive my shift. So I wasn't learning shit. And it was just like one of those situations where I was like, man, fuck this. So I had called up the people, and I'm like, hey, like, can I like change like my trainer? Because like I ain't like tell dude whole business. I'm just like, hey, like this shit won't work. Like it's just not there. And they like brought me back to Warner's terminal and like found me a new trainer. And my next trainer was like this like white dude. He was probably 500 pounds, and he was the exact opposite, like clean, but he ain't never like want to drive. He just wanted to sleep and let me drive. And like the only time he would drive was to get like my clock back to like my full clock. So if I got done driving at like 10 p.m. and couldn't start again until 8 a.m., he would maybe drive from like 6 a.m. till 8 or 6 until 7, whatever. But he didn't drive none. So got like all of my hours with him, knocked like that shit out, and then boom, I was on like my own. And then got back, went home like for a couple days, and then came back and had like my own truck. We was good, headed down to like Fulton, Missouri, and this account, it was gone 2 weeks, home for like 3 days. So gone a lot. But got like down there, did like my training for the Dollar General account. Then I started on my own. And I'll never forget, like my first load, I literally thought like that I made it. Cause like got through Dollar General, and anybody that knows about Dollar General, these places are in the fucking middle of nowhere. So parking be super shitty, like, and you a new driver too. So you really, like, you don't have no real back-end man experience. They teach you in school, but they teach you the absolute bare minimum. So you really learn by like getting out here, parking like in truck stops when trucks is beeping at you and everything else. So that's kind of like how I learned. And so going back, like my first day, like finished all 3 stores, whatever, got back to the truck stop in time to like shower, do all of that. But backing into the truck stop, thought I was too fucking cool. Didn't have no trailer on me, no nothing. And backed into somebody fucking truck, bro, fucking up. And man, of course, there was a motherfucker right next to me who was just happy to snitch, tell. So I'm like, fuck. But like, low-key a blessing too, because like when you work like under a company, those accidents don't go under your name. Like they go under the company. And bigger like mega carriers like JB Hunt, Warner, Schneider, like those type of people, they're like self-insured. So they just kind of keep it like in-house. So it's not on your like CSA score. It's like not on like none of that stuff. That's like specifically tied to you. So that kind of helped me hella. So yeah, like that's kind of like how things went with that. But then right after that, Dollar General, it was pretty decent. It was pretty straight. Like I wasn't, it kind of sucked, like like a lot of days not being able to shower, that like type of stuff. But then I had what I kind of learned is right in these like those like situations, there's always gonna be work. So what I stopped doing was working crazy hard, because my first probably month there, I was going crazy, busting ass, everything. And they were fucking playing me to the left, like making me do other people work, that type of shit, but paying me less. And then like I remember like one day, like I was driving out to some fucking where in like New Jersey, something, and they had like called me, and they were like, all right, you aren't coming back. Somebody's finna give you your, like, their load, because their truck is broke down or like whatever. Like, I can't remember like what the case was. But like, mind you, you get paid. So I was getting paid 72 cents per mile, and like maybe like $50 per stop, and or maybe $125 per truck, and then like $50 per stop, or $25. I can't remember. And they, so mind you, I would have probably made like $400 just driving back to the like terminal, or and they took away that $400, gave me another trailer to unload, which is only $125 plus $50 per stop. So like $200 for more work. Then like, so pay me less, all of that bullshit. So got like my check like that following Friday or like whatever, and noticed all of that money missing. And when I noticed that shit, I instantly went in that motherfucker, flipped tables, everything. Like, stop playing with me. I'm not here for any of that. Like, I'm here like for money. That's it. And they gave me a fraction of like what I should have made for that. And because of that reason, I literally, from that moment on, I stopped like just like working hard. So like maybe like 1 or 2 stops per day, something like bare minimum like that. And then like they kept like trying to be like, yeah. Then like they tried blocking me going home like for my like daughter's like trip like she wanted to like go on. Like, man, I had to like tell these fucking people like, bro, do y'all like, I'm going home like regardless. Like, you not finna tell me what I can and can't do. Like, number one, trucking, like I can leave this job today and have a whole nother job tomorrow because trucking is just that high demand in terms of drivers. So like they just tried playing me, and yeah, like that experience I didn't fuck with. But like you gotta go through like those tough times, cause then like right after that, like I had found that like the like JB Hunt Firestone account job, which was basically home every day, home each day, Monday through Friday. It paid slightly less. I think it was like $1,400 per week, something like that. But I was super cool with the account manager, so he was giving me more work, like strapping trailers, doing things like that. So I was good with that, and like stayed there maybe for like 1.5 years, and then right after that is when I bought my own truck and got moving right in that space as an owner operator, but still like stayed close with that fleet because he kind of helped me a lot, like with being like a like owner operator. He had people who were at like JB Hunt who worked like with owner operators, so when those brokerages weren't trying to like work like with newer authorities, he would put in a word for me and they would like use me. So that like really like helped me a lot. And yeah, so that's kind of just like how I got started, my motivation, what like my experience was like starting out. Because a lot of people don't like talk about that. Like a lot of people don't talk about the like bullshit that comes with like trucking. Like people, like so many YouTube videos that I've just seen, people are just always like there's like so much money in it, and now people don't even like really believe at like starting ground up. Like they just like want to like hop in and like buy like the equipment when they don't know anything about trucking. And me personally, that's not something like that I recommend because there's just too much going on in this industry. Like just in terms of people trying to like take your money. So yeah. But hey man, happy Monday, man. Thank you for tapping in. Y'all be well, all right?